how to improvise in a strange style or unknown style or created style. First of all, I'm Luciano Ruas from the Brazilian Accent Improvisation, and this channel, the intention of this channel is to teach you how to improvise with the Brazilian language. When a lot of us play Brazilian music, we think it's just improvise to put notes inside it, but to speak the Brazilian language when we are playing music, we have to know some of the pillars that construct the melodies in Brazilian music. And this channel is about this. You can find a lot of information about styles, about articulation, about melodies, and about themes, composers. If you want to improvise in Brazilian music and know more about it, the place is here. And returning to the theme, why it's important to, why I am saying this, improvising in a unknown style. Some Brazilian music has a constructed style. It was created just for that song. Some composers has the ability of creating grooves, and these grooves sometimes are not doesn't match with any traditional style. So how could we think to improvise inside the language and still sound Brazilian inside that styles? I would like to give you an example of a very great and interesting composer, a contemporary composer here in Brazil, that is Lettieri Slate. Lettieri Slate started doing his research in music about the Afro-religious music styles, and he developed compositions with this kind of sound. And after that he started create his own styles, because he understood the bases that were where these Afro-religious styles were constructed, and he started to uses this concept to create his own. And this concept of Lettieri Slate is based on the clef or clave of the songs. This clave, if you have heard about Cuban music, you're gonna know this term. Clave is a rhythmic basis that makes the rhythmic foundation of some style. Some music, Cuban music has the 2-3 clave, and others have the inverted clave, and our rhythmic behavior is totally in accord with the clave. And Lettieri Slate started to think this concept to the Brazilian music, and he discovered a lot, because we didn't use so much this concept. This was known by the Cuban music, but he started to understanding a lot of styles, and he says the clave generates the melodic rhythm, the rhythm of all instruments, and this concept can be applied to a song that you don't know the style. You can make some relationship with another style, or if you don't, you search for the clef. I'm gonna use here a song of César Camargo Mariano, a Brazilian pianist, that has a style, unknown style, a different style. I have heard some music critics saying that it's a funky style. Others were saying that that was a baião, but I don't think it's really nothing, neither one nor other. All right. So what is important? It's important to search for the clef or the clave to understand how we are going to behave ourselves during melodies inside of it. Okay, and we can search for look for the melodic content also. So I'm gonna show you a little of the song and comment and make some comments about how I would think to improvise in it. Okay, you can create your own concepts based on this. All right. So the groove that starts the song, it's that. So it returns to the first part. What can we say about? We have this style. Observe that in the left hand we have something similar with the 3-3-2 groove. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3. This for us Brazilians, it's similar. We have some styles like baião, short baião, forró, and chachado that has this similar clave. So about another thing about the melody, we are inside a kind of pentatonic melody. So I think this would give us also clues of what to do. All right. So we recognize a baião-like clave and a pentatonic scale is being used for the melody. So I would search for the first thing I would search would be this melodic rhythm of baião. I wouldn't search for typical melodies, melodic cliches. For example, thirds, for example, arpeggio of a seventh chord. I would avoid this because the song I don't think the song is about that, alright? It's not forbidden to do that, to do this, but in my conception, it's my conception, I prefer to talk about the language of the song. The melody is proposing something and you are gonna agree with this material, alright? You can create some other, to create changes, to create tension, but or sometimes reference you can use Baião's language because it's the near language you have, you know, for example, but you can try to extract from the song this information. I think, for example, the typical phrases don't work, but the melodic rhythm would work well. I didn't like so much this. Let me try 80 notes. Other thing that works a lot in Baião I would use here are the syncopations. I tried this 16 notes, 80 notes, syncopations. Let me try some anticipations also, of syncopation, for example. Let's try anticipations of 80 notes. this, at the end of this improvisation, I've used one common sound, a percussive sound of maracatu. It's the sound of the gongue. The gongue, many Brazilian musicians will recognize this sound, and some of them will make them typical maracatu comping. They are going to use the bass and the drums. They are going to change their behavior when you do some this sound. All right, you see many different Brazilian styles, musicians using this rhythmic cell. When you hear it, recognize it's a maracatu cell. All right. So what can I say besides that? Let me test that first fig cell I tried. That is the dotted 80 note with a 16th note after. Okay. But I don't think we can use like in Baião, that we can use a lot. We can phrase a lot with this. We can use moderately the sound. All right, and besides that, you can. I'm gonna try to make improvise to end this section, this live, starting with less note, without the comping. All right, I'm gonna try to construct an idea here. Let's start from the end. Sorry. So that was it. I tried to create the real improvise. I have to work a little more in the comping because it's complex and sometimes it's counterintuitive because of the similar styles that we know in Brazilian music. But I would like to know if you enjoy the melodical choices I have done, and if you have more ideas of melodic ways that we can explore inside it. It's just write on the comments, alright? So that's it. Thanks for watching and see you. Bye bye.